So I want you to clarify, because what people hear when they hear that the East is wide open, they have that with the East being weak, which I don't think the East is weak. I think that
I don't either.
When they say that the East is wide open, like for example, when you say that the East is wide open, do you mean that the East is wide open that any team can win it because all of these teams are really good, or the East is wide open and like we got like one or two teams in the East and the East is whack?
I still think that there's a couple teams that are superior. Like I still think New York, Detroit, and Boston. I think those three teams are probably a little better than the other teams. But it's not like they got somebody on one of those teams where it's just overwhelming. You know what I mean? Like Jalen Brunson might be one guy that's like, all right, he'll get him a bucket whenever they need to in the fourth or third. Cade Cunningham is an amazing basketball player, don't get me wrong. But I'm not looking at him like, man, this dude to take over this whole series, right? I also know that Jaylen Brown has flaws, and it's like we can if we can exploit those flaws.
Billion now.
Just like every basketball player, including Michael Jordan, he got flaws. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's one of those situations where I don't think anybody out there is going to take over a whole series. So for those reasons, I think it's wide open.
Who have we seen
weak? Well, I don't think
who have we seen in the East that we can say that this guy can win me a playoff series? Who have we seen? Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell has shown me that I can win us a playoff series. I can do that. I can get us at around.
I mean, funny enough, Jill, James Harden.
I can get us at round one. I can do that, right? I
Jalen Brunson.
I could take over a series. The question is when we get later on.
I do think Jaylen Brown can hold it down. Like
You've never seen it.
We've seen Jaylen Brown have some really good.
We haven't seen Jaylen Brown win a series.
Well, I mean, he's been playing with Jason Tatum, so
they're right. That's what I'm saying.
What I'm saying is Jaylen Brown has showed that he can show up in a series, and I think, as a matter of fact, I think what he you know what I'm saying, that defense he played on Luka, including the 22 points per game he dropped. I think that was
still hyping that little Andre Iguodala finals MVP.
You call it what you want. That was a show of dominance, if you ask me. But yeah. So because like I know, the basketball is not all about who can score 31. You know what I'm saying? It's not all about who can score 32. You know what I mean?
I can get with that.
So I think you do got Donovan Mitchell. You got Jalen Brunson. We've seen Jalen Brunson carry Luka to the Western Conference Finals. So we got Donovan Mitchell. You got Jalen Brunson.
You fight that real talk? Whoa, hold on, Ox. Stay right there.
No. Let him Euro step that chill. Let him Euro.
I was just Euro. Yeah, we got.
You know what I'm saying? We've seen some guys. I think I want to say Paolo, but I'm not going to. I don't think we got time for that today. Trae Young's not going to be in the playoffs, so it don't matter. But anyways, chill. I think the East is wide open. Yeah, I think the East is wide open.
I'm looking at the strength of schedule left in the league right now. Cleveland is all the way at the bottom at 26. They have a bottom 5 tough schedule, so they can definitely rack up some wins. And a lot of teams that we're anticipating in the West to kind of, turn it on for the remainder of the season have very tough schedules. The toughest remaining schedule is Denver. They have to play OKC 3 times, the Spurs 3 times, the Celtics, the Knicks, the Rockets all once. They still have to play the Lakers twice. And then number 2 after Denver is OKC. They got to play Detroit twice, Boston twice, Denver 3 times, the Knicks twice, Cleveland once, and then the Lakers twice. And then the third, which is actually a team I'm anticipating to do well, is Minnesota. They have to play Detroit twice, OKC, the Celtics, and Denver once, the Rockets twice, and the Lakers once. So those are the 3 toughest remaining schedules. In Denver, I'm looking at theirs. They can slide. Playing OKC and the Spurs 6 times is crazy.
But real talk. Let me ask you guys though: does that actually help these teams? We know they're going to make the playoffs.
Get them ready for the playoffs?
Yeah, we know these 3 teams.
It's going to be it's going to be playoff atmosphere.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You got a tough stretch. Now we're actually being able to be calculated during these games. So if we see OKC in the playoffs, we could test out some things, or we're just playing close games. Does that help?
I don't think San Antonio is much of an issue for Denver.
It's a fine line,
You don't
though.
think
Like
you don't think San Antonio is much of an issue for Denver, Ox? And why not?
Well, that's just San Antonio though. They got the toughest remaining schedule. So I'm saying, like, even if they go 3-0 against San Antonio, does the rest of the schedule help them?
Sure.
Or does it hurt them, seeing that they might slide?
It's a fine line. It's a fine line, Ron, because it does get you battle tested, ready for the playoffs. But to Real Talk's point, like, you don't want to lose too many of these games, man, because you start to slip down the standings very quickly in the West. Like the West, if you start on Monday and then you check the standings on the Sunday, and teams can fly in and out of that sort of 3 to 6 spot with a couple wins, a couple losses here and there. And God forbid one of these guys goes down, man, you could find yourself in like a dogfight trying to stay above the play-in. So it's like, it's very tricky. I think it can show you a lot of things and you can get battle tested very quickly, but it's a fine line. Like, you don't want to be dropping too many of these games, man. And in the East, I don't want to see Philly, by the way. I absolutely do not want to see Philly in the first round.
Well, Real Talk, you just brought up Cleveland. I mean, I don't really see the idea of it being weak. Okay, Brooklyn, they can handle them. They've been in dogfights against Charlotte. They've beaten Charlotte 3 times, but they've been in dogfights with them. They got to see Oklahoma City on Sunday afternoon. Then they got the Knicks after them. They should handle Brooklyn. Then we got to go to Detroit. Got Brooklyn again. Then we got Detroit coming back home. Then we got to see the Celtics and Philly, who they own this season. Then we got Orlando, Dallas. They should be able to beat them. Milwaukee, Chicago has already activated the tank. So has New Orleans. Then Orlando again. Miami, Utah has already activated the tank. But the Lakers, Golden State, because you got to go out west. The Lakers, Golden State, Memphis. I mean, that schedule does not look weak, man.
The site ranks them. I'll put the site in the private chat link. But yeah, the site ranks them. I mean, you're in the NBA, so it's never going to be technically easy. You know what I'm saying? Right. But they rank the remaining of the schedules. I'll put it in the private chat.
Hey, I just want to also point out, I forgot that Aaron Gordon is out. So forget what I was saying about Denver.
That's another thing. And I'm looking at the Western Conference standings right now. The Nuggets are only a game out of the 4th seed. As bad as the Rockets have been playing, they're only a game out, right? They're only a game and a half over the Lakers for the 5th seed and only a game and a half over the Timberwolves for the 6th seed. And they have the toughest remaining schedule. And Aaron Gordon isn't back. So,
Chill, I gotta tell you the truth because you just brought it up, and I've said this. I said this last season, and I've even dabbled in this conversation a little bit this season. I don't know if the West is better than the East.
It is.
Well, see, when I say that, I'm a homer. When I say that the East is a lot better than what you get when you guys see. That's what I'm talking about. When I say that the East is a lot better than what you guys give it credit for, I'm on some bullshit. I'm an Eastern Conference homer. The East is whack. No, it isn't. It is not.
I'm just saying, chill, in Penn. I know that you said it is. You know it is. I know what I know, and that's all I know. I said I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to convince y'all or nothing. I'm just
what did I say?
Truth. You know what I'm saying?
Sorry. First of all, apologies. On most days, I wake up and I choose violence, but today I chose snooze. So my bad. I'm a little bit late. But
okay.
I am not agreeing with you. I am vehemently
I know you didn't
agree.
See, but you got to wake up and listen. You said that
I've been listening.
Did you wake up and not choose to listen?
No, because you said I said that I don't know about that I don't know if the West is better, and you said it is, right? Because you said that the West is better. I heard that, yes. And I'm saying that I understand. You know that the West is better. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I'm just speaking on what I know. You feel me? I don't know what you know. I only know what I know.
What should he know, Penn?
You should know that the NBA champion is 95% going to come out of the West. You should know
95%. Where are you getting these numbers from?
That's one. No,
it sounds like a credible number to me. I don't know.
In my head,
he has a statistics degree.
I can get with 75. I can get with 75.
Yeah. Let me concede somewhere in the middle and say 87%. Okay, so I'm gonna say 87% is we're gonna come out of the West. Number two, that there are teams that are battling for a play-in spot in the Western Conference right now that will be battling for home court in the East. I think for sure, but that doesn't mean that the East is wide open or garbage. And also, using my statistics degree, let me just do a little quick calculation.
We haven't brought that
up. Hold up. I know. I bring it up when I'm a little bit tired. I've been listening to this
Take
show
a nap,
for
man.
10 to
Take a
12
nap,
minutes.
about 30 minutes.
I done heard y'all talk about the Pacers, the Hawks, the Heat, the Magic, the Jazz. I heard y'all bring up the Pelicans.
I brought up the Raptors. I did.
See, but I was sleeping, so I didn't hear that part. But this is the thing. Y'all need to talk about the Raptors. Y'all definitely need to talk about the Raptors as it pertains to the playoffs. It's a team that was top 3 in the Eastern Conference. Mars has gone to sleep. Why are you sleeping, Mars, quite literally on the 11th best team in the NBA? Why are you quite literally sleeping on the number one?
This is the 11th best team in the NBA. When was the last year, Penn? Let me ask you this right now. Let me ask you this right now. Who was the 11th best team in the NBA 2 years ago?
2 years ago?
Yes, sir. 2 years ago.
Okay, let's do a little one. 1, 2, 3.
See how you don't know? Because nobody gives a fuck about who's the 11th best team in the league.
You know who the 11th
really
best
cares about who's the 11th best team.
You know who the 11th best team was?
Who was
the Lakers. It's almost like you knew
What
that.
seed would the Raptors be in the West?
I don't know, 7th, 8th, 6th, something like that. 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th.
Does that not mean anything?
No, it means a lot.
6th, 7th,
We were
8th,
garbage
9th
last
in the
year.
West.
It means a lot.
They're 5th in the East.
Look, man, I'm
So
saying
if they'll be
defense
sixth,
travels.
if they'll be 6th in the West and they're 5th in the East, how much worse can the East possibly be than the West? They'll be
Look,
one seed lower.
I'm saying we're a young team. Young teams tend to get better as the season goes on. We're a well-coached team. We're top 5, top 6 defense. That is something that usually travels with a good road team. So it don't matter. And, y'all saying the East is wide open, and I'm just like, I don't think the East is wide open. I think Charlotte probably is gonna surprise some people. I think Charlotte has a really good chance to do what Indiana did.
You know who the Raptors are this year? They're who Orlando should have been.
Wait, the East aren't wide open because Charlotte's gonna.
Yeah, because Charlotte's.
Yeah, if Charlotte make the.
That shows how wide open the East is. If
Thank
you think
you.
No, Charlotte are
You
the
mean the
front
same
runners in
Charlotte
the
that
East.
smacked the OKC Thunder by 27?
Yes, that same
The
Charlotte.
boogeyman OKC Thunder. Yeah, man, y'all respect the Charlotte Hornets.
They're the boogeyman to you. I told you they wasn't about what I was talking about. But anyways, though,
the chat should absolutely love PC because y'all get to hear about the future here before it becomes popular, before it becomes mainstream. We might be the trendsetters of the entire NBA, the way I see it, because I don't know that me and Mars been talking about Charlotte for a while now. At least
you got Charlotte winning the East.
He's not stupid, but
Yeah.
Well, we've been talking about Charlotte.
Real ones know in the chat. We've been Team LaMelo Ball for about 2 years now, but fairs.
Trying to get on this bandwagon. Get in on your own bandwagon. But what I'm saying is,
again, real ones know we've been here. But
you LaMelo fanning. We're talking about Hornets. We're talking about the
what
whole
team?
thing.
What team employs them?
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. You heard about Scotty Barnes being a top 15 player here a year and a half ago. And now we're here. You heard about LeBron James potentially ruining the All-Star game last week. And then you got to hear about it from the whole world for the entire weekend. I'm just saying, I think we might be talking to the right people because people keep biting our takes.
Well, we ain't talking to the right people.
Shout out to the trendsetters.
We're talking to each other. The right people may be listening. How about that?
The right
because we actually having a conversation amongst ourselves. We actually have people who come in and hear us talking like, wait a minute, maybe these dudes know what they're talking about. So
I actually know a couple of players who do listen to players.
Yes, they do.
And I was shocked out of my mind. These I was just like, y'all got time to listen? He's like, yo, I don't tune in every day. He's like, if I'm on a drive and it's that time of the day, I'll put y'all on.
He lighting us up.
I was just like, who are these 1,600 live viewers, man? Some of y'all players. That's pretty cool.
Hello to all the GMs that are listening right now. If I was you, I would keep my eyes on Mikael Brown Jr. because that boy is tough.
It's the panel. Religion get built on cam. Where the chat throw smoke and the host go ham. You ain't never seen hoops all hit the raw. Every take got weight, every night we drop. This that barbershop. Courtside, worldwide tone. Welcome to the only show that really feel like numbers jumping like the score.